this is the part of the thing I've been waiting for. Rebecca and I have a meeting every week about our business, about the M&M Monsters and what we're going to be doing. And so one of the goals I threw out, I do a lot of the mechanical kind of stuff, getting websites set up and doing things like that. And so I went, hey, why don't you get us 10,000 new people on our list next month? And she went, okay. And I'm like, really? So for me, we are going to talk a lot about how to get 10,000 people on your list. Do not stress out. Most of you are not going to try to, nor would you be able to have systems in place to get 10,000 people on your list. But what if you wanted to get 100 people on your list this month? And go ahead. What's your first thing?
Okay, so the very first order of business, now that we understand who we're talking to and how we're going to present our marketing message to the people we want to connect with, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to offer them an incentive to connect with you. They have to have a reason to connect with you. You can't just show up and say, hey, I'm here, and expect people to kind of fall into your database. It doesn't work that way. So what I've used in the past, and it has worked for me and has worked for many successful business owners, is to offer a free event of some sort. That could be a networking event. If the target of your list base is to have people come together in groups and be able to exchange information and do business with each other, have a free networking event and invite everybody you know. Post it on all the community boards and tell people that it's there. Get your friends to help share the message.
You could do that with a webinar too. So if you didn't want to have local people, if your business is a little bit more national, you could do a webinar.
Absolutely.
Go to Webinars Amazing, and they have a 30-day free trial. So if you wanted to make sure that you didn't seize up, that would be a good way to go.
And a lot of people are afraid of the offering something for nothing, and we're going to strongly encourage you to stop being afraid of that, because you have to build your value in the beginning, and the only way you can do that is by giving people a taste of what you have to offer, and they're not going to pay for it if you have no credibility with them. So we really encourage finding free things you can offer to kind of introduce yourself or your product or your service to them so that they want to continue to be connected and learn more about what you have going on.
Well, and you should give away your best stuff for free. This
We've
is
always
something
agreed on
that absolutely seems counterintuitive. Like if we sit here and we tell you guys all our best stuff for free for the next 2 hours, what's going to make you hire us? And you start thinking, well, why would we hire you if we already got your best stuff? What happens is, because you appear so knowledgeable and because you appear so genuine, people go, oh my gosh, if we got that for free, can you imagine what we'd get if we actually paid these guys for something? And that's the feeling you want to engender in them.
And part of that is being able to build the value for what you're offering to them, okay? And the easiest way to do that is to because you understand now your demographic, your psychographic of who your target list person is. You know what their problems are. You know what pain they're trying to solve by doing business with you. So you are now able to present that in a way where you have touched on their pain, and you're going to tell them how you're going to fix that. Because if they think you have a solution for what's ailing them, they want to come and get that solution, whether that's your webinar, your networking event, your class, whatever the case may be. Enthusiasm.
No enthusiasm. I cannot tell you how many people walk up to me and say, I sell heritage makers, and we do, I'm picking on Cheryl here. She's so enthusiastic about her company. She's a designer. She knows what she's doing. She knows exactly how to present herself. You have to be excited about your company. There's nobody, like if we send you an email and we said, hey, come do our thing, it's going to be all right, you might enjoy it, nobody's going to come. But if you are as excited about your stuff as you think that your actual recipient is, that's
they're gonna get
half
excited.
the battle. People will show up.
Yes, they'll show up. And you have to always imagine, too, that people are always asking the question, what's in it for me? So answer that for them. Tell them what's in it for them. What are they going to get out of coming to hang out with you? The WIIFM channel.
And the testimonials.
Ooh, testimonials are really good.
So we asked today, one of the people that's here came because we had a testimonial in our outgoing email. But I will tell you, testimonials, there is so much fraud and deception. And watch some information or infomercials for a while, and you're like, there ain't no way any of that stuff works. Like, I'm still going to have wrinkles and all that. people think you're lying. So if you can get a third party person, it was so funny. You said that you came because Michael was here.
That's right.
And that may not have been the entire reason, but having those third party endorsements is amazing.
Absolutely important. Absolutely important. And the next thing you want to do is establish your credibility. Part of building value is
It's hard.
it is hard.
Talking nice about yourself.
And that's hard for most of us. A lot of us, especially the people in this room, I know a lot of the people in here, have no problem telling you why you should work with their buddy because their buddy is so great.
My
You're
buddy's
one
great.
of them too. But we all have a really difficult time being able to say why you should work with us specifically. Why are we so great? And we need to learn how to get past that and get over that and to be able to share more of our own personal value. So one thing you can do to help build your credibility and show why you're the person they should come to the event or you should work with them or they should work with you is to give examples of how you fixed problems for some of your past clients. And demonstrate how by that person choosing to work with you or coming to your event or doing your class or whatever, particular people were able to address a certain issue they might have had in their business or in their life, depending on what your business is, and how you were able to help them find the solution and get past that and become successful.
And you're going to seize up at the start. You're going to be like, I have no idea who I've ever helped or what I've ever done. What you can do is you can ask your customers, you can ask your friends, you can ask people who enjoy working with you.
People who love you.
People who love you. I mean, because it is so much easier. I do a little, and everybody loves it. I'll do a little hand around cards when I'm doing a speaking event, and I'll ask everybody to write down something nice about the other people in the room. And you would be amazed how many nice things people say about each other and how the other person, once they see it in writing from somebody else, they can recognize it, but they can't spit it out themselves.
Right.
So that's very cool.
It's very cool. And then finally, we want you to not be afraid to offer, and this I'm talking to you, sister, do not be afraid to offer your credentials. What makes you an expert? What makes you so good at what you do that sets you apart from everybody else you're competing with?
So, in the past, that used to mean college, right? Like you had a college degree in something functional. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, which guaranteed that I could make $12,000 a year in the state of Pennsylvania as a caseworker. That was not going to work for me long term. So I literally have no marketing background in a structured institutional place. All I have is 15 years of almost 8 hours a day doing marketing. So please do not feel like you have to have a certain amount of education or formal education or things like that. It could be, I have mentored 20 different women who have gone on to make at least $1 million. It could be with me, I've talked to almost 1,000 business owners. You don't know what it means to talk to almost 1,000 business owners. You've seen almost everything that could be seen. It could be that you helped a child that was having a allergy problem and you went through their home with a green cleaning product and you took the child from being almost, constantly at the doctor to being healthy and whole, or you reduced somebody's energy costs, or any of these million things that you could do. Those are actual experiential things that you can talk about too.
Absolutely. And before we break away and start taking questions, we just have 2 more things we want to touch on. And first of those being, you want to then, as you're bringing those people into your database, into your funnel, whatever you want to call it, that you're building and nurturing those relationships. Like they're not just going into the black hole of nothingness. You're actually building relationships and responding to those people and letting them know they're there and providing something of value and giving them a reason to stay, a reason to keep coming back to hear more about what your next step is going to be, what your next project is going to be, what your next class is going to be, right?
It was horrible. We attended this really cool class that was all about a sales funnel, and there were 7 steps. It was in Infusionsoft. We love Infusionsoft. And so it was 7 steps. So we go through the first step, and I'm a rock star. We get to the second step, and I'm like even better. I'm putting people in a list, and by the third step, I'm totally petering out. And number 4, I'm like done. And so literally growing big lists and doing lead generation and things like that. One of the things that annoyed me when we were talking about this topic, and we talked beforehand to make sure that we're kind of set up, know what we're going to talk about, I'm like, Darn it, I wanted a magic pill from Rebecca. I wanted Rebecca to tell me how you get 10,000 people on your list like the easy way.
Here's
and
the secret.
That was the answer.
The
was
secret
work.
is you have to work. I'm sorry. There's no magic pill. There's no quick fix. There's no easy road. You have to know your plan, roll up your sleeves, get to work, and start making it happen. There's no way around it. No way around it.